member of my channel long or know me long, you know how much I loved carrying this Maxpedition Micro pouch. It's been on the channel for quite some time. I've talked about it many times. I've featured it. I no longer carry my Maxpedition Micro. Why? This has now been relegated to my camping tote, and it's now my fire kit. I'll do a video on this at some other point, but something has replaced the Maxpedition Micro kit. Why? You know, you've seen things like the Triad admin pouch that I've carried. You've seen the Anemone. I've had the M2 waist pack. I've sold it, traded that off, so I no longer have it, but it was basically just a larger version of this. You've seen all the different iterations. Now, I started getting into the Skinth products. This one, I carried my bit kit in, my surge, bit extender. I believe this is just the large or the XL shield is all this is. Got the 2 snaps on it, just standard stitching, everything on there. Great. I've had this thing multiple months. I can't even remember how long I've had it, but daily carry, this thing held up wonderful. And I only stopped carrying it because I got the Trailblazer. This rounds off my normal EDC. Carry this on my belt every day. This goes on the left-hand side where my Maxpedition Triad pouch used to ride, or the Anemone or whatever. I still do carry Maxpedition. I've got a TC3 that I carry my phone in, along with my pen, along with that Milwaukee Sharpie. Usually my pocket screwdriver goes in there, but I can't find my pocket screwdriver, so my Write in the Rain notebook is going to go in there. And so I still carry that, and of course I have my Maxpedition Micro wallet. But this Skinth Trailblazer in the chocolate with Velcro closures and the Molly panel with the D-loop has completely changed my EDC. Let's go over what I carry in this thing. Starting here, this would be sitting on my left hip, so this would be to the rear. I've got my Knipex Cobras, 125 millimeter. Then in here, I have a Leatherman Crunch. Of course, I got it locked down, so it's not gonna, there we go. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this is really the 3rd or 4th one that I've had, and they just don't last very long with me. I end up selling them before I really do anything with them. You can see this one's got I got this one broken. I got a really good deal on it. Wanted to give it one more shot before I completely said adios. Absolutely not. So we'll see how long it lasts. But yeah, there's the Leatherman Crunch. So again, this is on the left hip, coming to the forward side, and this is where we have our Leatherman Surge. Now, you notice how that came out. Like that. As I pull it out, the #1 tool I use on this is my scissors. So when I pull it out with my left hand, those scissors are right there. Probably see that in the video. Ooh, there she is right there. A nice Wisconsin Forge Damascus blade. And when I put it all together, I went ahead and swapped out the combi blade for another plain edge because, you know, I can't stand serrations. And there's the file. I do carry some saws and things like that, but, you know, working in irrigation now, I typically just use the file now. My battery M12 Sawzall is going to take the place of this. So, and I have swapped them out for a Mutt EOD head. Comes in handy when I got to do any wire crimping or anything like that. Inside, of course, is just plain Jane, Mr. Surge. Just like that. Now what's on the inside? Now remember, this is going this way, so when I open it up, this is what I see. I've got my Rainbird sprinkler adjustment key. the special edition brass Hunter irrigation key, the Leatherman crock. I've got to refill my duct tape. Vital Carry EDC bolt driver, bolt action 1/4 inch driver, and a 7-11 ratchet. These two things paired together make an incredible little EDC ratchet. Plenty of room to grab onto it. Now this one, if you haven't seen this, I got a short video detailing this, but this also does go into your Leatherman bit driver, so you can turn your Leatherman into a ratchet. So those two items will go together. This is my titanium toothpick. A little bit tougher to get, but I got to figure out putting something down in the bottom of this so this doesn't go too far down in there. This is the Leatherman bit extender. This is for Hunter MP rotators. Got a small little flat there that you can use to adjust the distance, and then that's to adjust the arc. My carpenter's pencil. I got to get another lanyard for this, but this is the same thing as that Milwaukee one, but this is actually a brass. That there. Brass Sharpie. And last but not least, well, let me just go ahead and show you this. I like the Velcro a whole lot better. I know it's going to wear out more, but if it wears out, I'll get another one. It's well worth the money. I like the Velcro closures. It's a lot faster. It's a lot easier. I don't have to worry about snapping the snaps down. And this really is the perfect size for me. So much better than the Maxpedition Micro that I was carrying in my cargo pocket. Now this is on my belt. Everything's there. Now, what is this? We did a group buy from a guy over in the UK. I have my Leatherman ratchet driver. This is a little handle that goes on it. It is magnetic. And this is the bit kit. See everything there? See, I'm missing some. I've got two surge saws there. Now inside here, you pull this out. This is your micro driver. It comes in the bit kit. And down here, you can put a needle, sewing needle in that. But I haven't done that yet. So this is magnetic. So everything snaps. If you have the pocket clip from a Wave, you can stick it in there and be able to run this on your pocket. This little piece to the side here is removable. You can pull that out and you don't have to have it on there, but there's the rest of the bit kit. Just kind of snaps together. Incredible little piece. You got some sizing there. You do have some, it's all in metric, but that's all right. Nice little piece. So this is why I no longer carry my Maxpedition Micro. I highly recommend you look into the Skinth products. Eric does an amazing job. These are made by hand. It takes a while to get it. I'm going to be honest. When it's coming out of Canada. When you make the order, it takes several weeks. Because one, he has to make it. Two, you've got to deal with the Canadian post and then it being delivered to your house. So I highly recommend checking out the Skinth products. I'm very, very, very pleased with them. My brother-in-law bought one just like this for his Leatherman kit. My father ended up with one, the large, I believe it was, not the XL, but the large, for his Leatherman and kit. And they hold up so well. They work very well. I've had this for probably 2 months now. And it's deformed a bit because of, riding in the truck. It gets compressed. You can tell how these things are starting to pull to the sides. you know, it's very large on the side. That to a lot of people, that's going to be very bulky, and it can be very bulky. You can see here what's in the Velcro there is that because of this, it has rubbed a hole in the seat of my Ranger. It's popped the stitching going down the side, so there's a little bit of this yellow foam out of the seat of my Ranger on this. I've got to get a seat cover in there now, and I'm, you know, now that I realize what it's doing, I actually kind of turn and work my way out, and it's not a big deal at all. You know? But definitely check out the Skinth. I'm still very much a fan of the Maxpedition products. Still very much a fan of everything that they've got going on. I've got multiple Maxpedition bags. I'm working on a small, medium, large Maxpedition backpack setup. I've got the Vulture 2, the 35-liter backpack. I have a Condor 2, which I believe is a 23-liter backpack. And I'm kind of working my way down. Hopefully, sometime soon, I'll have the Maxpedition Typhoon for just like a small day pack. Right now, for my EDC bag, it's actually a 511 Moab 2. I believe that's like a 12-liter backpack or single strap bag. And it's working pretty well for me. I like it. There's a couple things I'd change about it, but perhaps we'll do a review on that coming up here later on. But I still do a lot with the Maxpedition stuff. I just got in several new Maxpedition pouches we're going to take a look at, and one of which may end up replacing my TC3. Not exactly sure yet whether I'm going to do it, but one of those that may end up taking care of it. Speaking of the TC3, I might as well go ahead and show it to you. I've had this one for quite some time. The divider on the inside has come loose, but my phone will sit back down through here, and I have the rest of this for whatever. My pins and such will sit down in this divider right here. Let's see, okay, there's a little bit of light. My pins will sit in this divider right here, and then my notebook will sit down here, which I don't have my notebook in here right now. But so that's the TC3. It does have this strap here that will come along and will buckle here, but I've kind of taken care of that out of the way. It just slides right through that belt loop there. And my belt that holds up all of this is the Core Essentials with the X7 buckle. Besides a little bit of deformation there where that back belt buckle goes, everything still looks great on this belt, no matter how many times I've taken it on, off, what I'm doing with it. I do have a little bit of rolling right here. It makes it a little bit difficult sometimes getting it through the buckle, but everything still is good. If I need to take this off of my belt, I can undo my belt, turn it over, flip this lever right here, take that off, and yeah, it's deformed a little bit where that webbing has been cut, but that's natural, right? Slide this right off, put that back through the first belt loop, slide that right on, lever down, back in business, on. Super easy system. Love that latch there. This belt is twice as old as the next belts that I've had, and you can see that got that rolling right there really isn't much of an issue. This has lasted twice as long as the next belts that I have. That's really where it sits there, right in that area there. And wow, I mean, it has held up extremely well. So Core belts, check it out. Skinth Solutions Trailblazer. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Mad Dog out.